Yo, what's going on, guys? Long time no see. Back with the raw, uncut weekly breakdown, weekly forecast videos. I've had a lot of DMs from people saying that when are they coming back? Because people used to like them. Obviously, I've kind of run out of what educational material I can kind of teach based on my strategy and even what I kind of have been looking into and bits and pieces. I'll kind of be brutally honest. I haven't been as active as I may have been in the last, sort of early part of this year. Been taking a bit of time off, understanding that we are in a kind of a tough market condition to trade in. There's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot of uncertainty in the markets, and that is proving to kind of reflect in how price action, market structure, all that sort of stuff has been kind of playing out. And even with being 6 years in, there's still some bits and pieces that have been happening in my personal setups that have thrown me off. And, I should be at a point where I kind of just set and forget and all this sort of stuff. But sometimes, when you're looking at the higher time frames and you're seeing a daily bullish engulfing candle when you've just seen a daily bearish engulfing candle, I'll show you an example on GBP CAD. It throws you off because I talk about this in past videos. Money coming out of the market and then money coming back in. When a bearish candle is kind of taken out by a bullish candle back to back, you would then say, okay, that is volume coming in. We're now going to start pushing to the upside. So, getting out of the position is wise to secure the profits, because you don't want that trade to become a loss. And that's kind of what's happened on a few setups. But, I haven't really been taking lots and lots of trades myself. I think I've probably taken about 4 trades in the last 2 months, right? A couple of those have been losses, but the most part have been wins. And obviously you guys know that I swing trade, so those wins will always counteract the losses because the stop losses, where they might be quite big, they're nowhere near the same as my take profit levels. So, we've had a lot of kind of bullish momentum on GU in, I think it was around, July time. July time, we've been pushing on GU with these nice kind of retracements, easy retracements to kind of mark out and react off of, because, they have just been aligning with daily imbalances, aligning with fib retracements, all that sort of stuff. And then we've had this very big decline on GU over the last kind of, I'd say, middle part of July down to where we're at now. Do I think this is the start of a downtrend? No. There's a number of different reasons to this. I feel like the US dollar, what with everything going on in the world, countries actually exiting from using the US dollar for their, kind of world currency and stuff like that, I feel like the US dollar is going to start actually decreasing in value, and we can see a lot of, pairs like GBP USD, Euro USD start pushing to the upside, starting to take out, highs from a few years ago. We have been at the lowest point down here in 2022. So all-time lows was down here on the 12th of September 2022. And this would indicate to me now that we will now start pushing to these highs up here. This was 08. So this to me would be where I would see GBP USD starting to push up to. And this is kind of across a few pairs. GBP CAD, which is a pair that I've been also trading. GBP CAD, I feel like GBP CAD is going to be starting to push. Euro USD, I haven't really looked at any types of Euro pairs. I've mainly been trading GBP and NZD and AUD. So Same with AUD, NZD. We've got kind of the lows down here, which to me, I've been trading in this channel here. We'll put it down to a lower time frame, 4 hour. Caught a nice move to the upsides, caught the retracement, and I am waiting for, we've got A, B, and C bounce around here. So I will be waiting for AUD, NZD to have another initial push down, and then a strong push to the upside. And depending on how we react to around up here, will be whether or not I actually just leave the TP as open, because you know we could swing this to, you know, all time, like the highs up here, highs to the left as well, all these highs up here. So it's a good area to kind of get into. Same with AUD CAD as well. AUD CAD, I'm fairly bullish on. Again, lows, all-time lows down here in 2020, and again, feel like we are going to be pushing for the highs. We've got not a lot of back data when you're dealing with Oanda charts or FXCM charts. Look, that's all we've got from 1980. But yeah, I feel like we will have a push out, breakout of this little downtrend that we're in, and start pushing for the highs. NZD CHF was one of my losses. I thought we were finding a nice floor here, and we just broke through. And this has created all-time lows on NZD CHF. And again, I feel like we're at all-time lows. We should see a start of a push to the upside. Normally, what happens. What else? But that is it. I haven't really been looking at gold. I don't really pay attention to golds. I've taken one trade a month, pretty much, on gold, and that has been fine for me. I've secured my money from gold, and I've just hopped out because, again, we are living in a time now where I feel like pretty much every single Telegram group I come across, or whatever it might be, Discord group, their main currency pair is gold, right? There's obviously a number of different reasons. I personally feel because it's the easiest thing to recycle, i.e. you, if you are pretending to be a trader, will have thousands of groups that are all trading gold, and you can just recycle that and send it out as yours. So it's the most traded, I think, in these new generation Telegram groups and stuff like that, because it's the easiest to, one, pull relatively decent percentage gains, but not having to actually understand or do analysis on, because there might be some group that is shit hot at trading gold or scalping gold or whatever, and you can take that setup, change a few little bits and pieces, and throw it out as yours. So that's why I moved away from trading gold and actually focused on trading pairs. And when I say pairs, I mean pairs that nobody else trades. Like, I don't think in the 2 years that I've been running groups, I don't think I've seen one person trading NZD CHF. AUD NZD, because they're not pairs that people would think to come across or think to trade, when actually they're relatively, you know, nice pairs to trade. NZD CHF, most brokers will give you plus swap fees, so you can hold the fuck out of NZD CHF, and at the end of it, you've actually made a profit from the swap fee. Don't ask me why, don't know why. Maybe they're trying to entice you to trade that pair more often. But yeah, NZD CHF, AUD, NZD, GBP CAD. If you were to look in any of these new generation Telegram groups, you are not going to come across those types of trades. So you can never kind of point the finger at me and say, oh, you probably copy trade, you don't know what you're doing, because I'm trading pairs that nobody else fucking trades. So that's kind of why I focus on pairs. Plus, they're just a lot nicer. It's a lot less stress trading a pair than it is trading gold. If I could count on two hands how many messages a day I get from people that have fucked up on gold, I'd I'd be a millionaire just off of the money I'd make off of that. So that's kind of why I don't trade gold anymore. I just have my one set up. I'll wait for that specific thing to hit. Sometimes I'll send it out, sometimes I won't. But I just focus on my pairs. A lot easier. A lot easier to swing pairs and stuff like that. It's a hell of a lot easier to swing gold, and especially with war and all that sort of stuff. The most things that are affected by these sort of real world happenings is things like gold, because gold is a safe haven. No pairs really react to war apart from USD. Sometimes that can gain strength because obviously US going to war means that there's an influx of arms and money and funding and all this sort of stuff, so they start printing more cash. But yeah, I'll kind of tie in a little bit of a mindset thing to this video as well, because I have just been away on holiday, and I kind of want to see if, drop a comment down below if you think like this. You might not, because a lot of people don't think like that and actually like to get away on holiday. But yeah, holiday is kind of a chore for me, and I don't really like it. Like, I went to Amsterdam for a week to just see family, which, I needed to do because I haven't seen family in 2 years. So I went there to see family, knew that I was going to be doing that for a week, and that was kind of on the cards for a long time. But I then went to Italy, to Capri with my missus afterwards. But that was the bit that I could have quite happily left Amsterdam, come back here and got straight back to work. Because within this kind of field and within this sector, you do not switch off, right? If you know the markets are active, and you know that you can be chatting to people, getting people involved, teaching people, whatever it might be, you just don't switch off from this. And it's very, very hard for me to just lay and do fuck all. And, especially when I know that there's money to be made. So, and I also don't feel like I deserve the holiday, if that makes sense. Like, I don't feel like I'm where I want to be in life that warrants me or kind of presents me with, do you know what, you deserve a holiday. Go switch off for a week and, tune out of everything that's going on and relax. I just don't feel like I deserve to relax right now, because I'm nowhere near where I want to be. I understand it with my missus, because, she, even though she doesn't have to work, she does work. So I get that she can just, her clients are done. She's an eyelash technician, so she's done her clients, and she doesn't have to think about work because she's away from work, whereas our work follows us wherever we go. She can't do eyelashes in Italy, but I can trade in Italy. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I just feel like it's another one of those things that, unless you feel like you are where you need to be in life, I don't think you guys out there should be taking holidays. I don't think you should be spending the money. And again, Italy ain't fucking cheap. Let me tell you. Like, I realised how expensive Europe is over the last 2 weeks. And, I'm talking like Capri is more expensive than Dubai. And, okay, Capri's got nice sea, but that's about it. Like, the beaches ain't that amazing. Like, getting into the water, you have to walk across a fucking sea of stones and pebbles, so you just look like a bellend trying to get into the water, because you're like, fuck. And like, even the buildings, they're run down. Like, I get it maybe for like the scenery, but it's a lot of money to pay for a scenery. I'm talking about, like, for a 5-minute taxi drive, 30, 40 euros. I'm like, I can get from Marina to Dubai Mall for like 20 quid. Do you know what I mean? And that's a 30-minute drive. Food. These guys, they whack fucking service charges on there, and I'm paying 12 euros for napkins. Like, I thought this shit come for free. Like, napkins ain't costing you 12 euros, but I'm paying for fucking napkins, the knives and forks I'm using. They bring what you think is complimentary little bits of bread. That's another €8. Thank you very much. I didn't even fucking ask for it. Do you know what I mean? And I know, like, before I went away there, my mum's like, "Oh, it's the land for the rich and famous," and I'm like, it can't be that much. It can't be that much. Like, yeah, the land of the rich and the famous, because they're fucking charging you left, right, centre for like the smallest things. So that pissed me off because, do you know what I mean? Like, even just 4 or 5 days over there cost me nearly like 7, 8k. Yeah, obviously you've got to stay in a decent kind of hotel, but yeah, everything you're doing is just so expensive. And I'm just like, that 7, 8k I could have put into something a hell of a lot better that would have made me money. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I kind of look at holidays like. Like, everything that you've got money wise, you should be putting into something that should be making you money. Holidays don't make you money. They make you memories, fair enough. But, you know, I can have those memories whether I'm 37 or if I'm 45. Those memories ain't going anywhere. They're going to be the same memories as what I have now to what I have in 10 years' time. So, until such time as I get to where I feel like I can have those memories and not feel like, oh God, I just wasted a load of money that I could have used, that's kind of where my head is at. Do you know what I mean? And I shouldn't be doing it. I tried to explain that to my missus. Obviously, she's a woman. She doesn't understand. Mindsets and stuff like that are completely different for men and women. But this is where I'm saying to you guys, if you remember the video that I did in regards to relationships, this is why a lot of you don't need to be getting in relationships. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, your lads or your mates will understand if you go, look, boys, I ain't coming to Ibiza because I'm on my grinds. That money that I'm using, I'm doing for this. They'll go, yeah, nah, cool, fair enough. Like, whatever, bro. Like, we'll call you up and like make you feel bad or whatever. But they ain't gonna make you feel bad in an actual bad way. Whereas if you've got a missus, you know, they feel like they're suffering if you're not taking them away on holiday. So this is why I'm saying, don't be getting into relationships for you guys. You know, realistically, you know, women in a relationship, they're somewhat of a liability because they will be the people that spend your money. I will quite happily sit here all year round in front of my laptop, on my phone, doing whatever I can, coming up with new ideas to make more money, right? And I'm disciplined because I learned discipline through this and other factors in my life that will mean that I don't spend a lot. I spend money on, the only money I spend on a day-to-day basis is food. That is it. I don't spend money on anything else. Obviously rent, blah, 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 but that's just by the by. But going out, doing this, eating dinner here, drinking there, I don't know, buying clothes, all this sort of stuff, I don't need any of that shit. Until such time as I feel like, right, everything's working, everything's doing its thing, this, that, and the third, I can switch off. Like, I'll go out, shop, sit at beach clubs, whatever. And this is what I'm kind of been doing. I don't know if any of you guys saw the story post that I put up, but I want to start getting you guys that are involved in trading and want to do this full time and learn and this, that, and the third. I want to start getting you onto the roads of different avenues, different revenue streams that can be made from this, right? I'm just gonna have a sip of my coffee. So I set up what is called rebate marketing, right? And if any of you guys have watched my, I think I did an affiliate video or like affiliate marketing or something like that, or spoke about it in a video. There's two sides to affiliate marketing, right? CPA side, which is, I'd say 99% of the influencers that you see on social media, they all do CPA side, and rebate side. CPA side, look at it in a nutshell, it is a one-time fee for getting that person involved. Once that person is involved and you've been paid your one-time fee, that client is dead, right? Rebate side is you making money off of that client trading in the market every single day. So when I say making money off of them, you're not making money off of them specifically. The broker is paying you a commission per lot volume that they are trading in the market. Okay, but if they're correctly risk managing, that can be, a certain amount of money maybe every couple of days because they have to produce that volume. But it's the kind of safer way and more legit way of making money from affiliates marketing, right? And I'd say 95% of the clientele that I have got involved into the trading space very, very recently as well, they're all on rebates, right? So what you start to do is you start to build up, 100, 200, 300 clients all trading at the same time and producing you money every single day from them trading, right? And that could be from automation, that can be from manually trading, whatever it might be. And it's very, very easy for you guys to do. Like a lot of people, and I say this just because I only set the group up 2 days ago, right? I've noticed that the young generation, they don't want to work, right? They don't want to even put that much effort into something. And I feel like the young generation, this is where a lot of you guys are going to fail unless you are hungry and actually willing to put in the effort. Because, even with this rebate marketing, the steps for you having to actually do this are pretty simple, and they can all be done from you sat down at home or wherever the fuck you are. And it's not you having to be in a 9 to 5 for a certain amount of hours, or having to have set hours that you can be on your phone or whatever. This is something that is completely free for you to kind of do time-wise. Setting up a funnel group for Telegram, all this sort of stuff. Pushing bits and pieces on social media, TikTok, Instagram, funneling people all through into this Telegram channel, posting bits of trading, investing type content in there, getting people signed up, and then start, once you've done it once, it's just rinse and repeat to every single customer. And, obviously you've got all of my content there to use to, do it the safe way, correct risk management, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I set this group up, there's about 22 people, and I bet you there's probably about 3 people in there that will actually go out and do this stuff and probably make money. Because the vast majority probably got in there and thought, oh, this is just Adam going to be giving out like free money for us. Well, it is free money because you don't get charged for doing this. You're not losing money. But you don't want to work to go through the steps to actually do it. So I just don't get that mentality. But again, I'm 37, so I come from a different generation. But yeah, that's kind of what I've set up. And I want to build, and this was for traders themselves as well, actual traders, people that haven't got like a massive kind of, following or whatever. This was for them. So if any of you guys that watch this video now, any of you do want to get involved in that, then drop me a message on Instagram. I can send you the link. It's very, very simple. You have me as your help. I'm there with you the whole process. I work alongside you, to make you guys money. Do you know what I mean? All of you guys could have your own free group, then a paid group if you wanted. Follow the different steps, because like I said, a lot of people go, oh, how is it that you're able to live in Dubai and do these nice things? And it's not just revenue from me taking profit on a trade. It's not. I do have paid groups. I do have affiliate marketing. I do have automation profit split. I do have investors that I trade for. But all of these steps have only come about because I learned how to do this. Do you know what I mean? So there is, like anything, there's a stepping stone. You have to do this. Then from this, a lot of different branches can come off. You can work in other people's groups where they pay you money. I work with Josh in his Discord, and I get 30% of his Discord. the Discord group is fucking sick. I actually prefer it to my own paid group now that I took off of HS, because it's active. Josh is a fucking sick trader. I think we've had four losses in a month, 1 month and 1 week, and we've had about 12 or 13 wins combined between the two of us. And the fact that Josh is identical to me when it comes to trades, i.e. swing trades, those wins have been fucking huge. You know, we're talking more than 150 pips per trade. Do you know what I mean? I think he's done about 18, 21% or 18 to 20% or something in the month, and he hasn't even been going hard. I've only done, I think, about 8-9%, but like I said, I've only taken 4 setups because I've just been switched off. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. In regards to the weekly breakdowns, I will be doing those every week, like keeping in touch with you guys, and you know, bringing the content back. In regards to any educational material, I haven't got anything right now, but everybody on here, I am live streaming every day on Twitch, so you've got the ability to come through and check that out, chat to me, whatever, get some insider knowledge. I'm going to be doing dual streams as well with Josh as well next week. So there's lots of different things going on. But yeah, hope that kind of brings back in some content for you guys, and I will see you on the next one.